Howdy from Texas, this is Heath Hipple with Bugs Fishing, and today I want to talk to you about the differences in the Bugs Redfish jig heads and the Bugs Bonefish jig heads. Let's start with the Redfish jig heads. The Redfish jig heads are built on a Mustad jig hook. It's 32796, and it's a jig hook with a flat eye. That means the eye is not in line with the hook. And so these are the Redfish jig heads right here. You'll notice a couple things. There's three sizes. There's 1/8, 1/4, and 3/8 of an ounce. You'll also notice that there's nothing on the shank behind the head. And we do that so it's easier to tie on them. The 1/8 ounce Bugs Redfish jig head is on a 2/0 hook. The 1/4 ounce is on a 3/0 hook. And the 3/8 ounce Bugs Redfish jig head is on a 4/0 hook. And so these are black nickel hooks. They're super sharp right out of the package, and they are very strong. They work really well for redfish. They almost always go right in the corner of the mouth, and we have, I think, 11 colors. You can see them all in the online store, but these are the Bugs Redfish jig heads. Now, I'm going to line up the Bugs Bonefish jig heads near their corresponding Redfish jig heads. So bonefish are generally smaller and they eat smaller bait than redfish. To match, so that we can tie smaller jigs to match the bait the bonefish eat, the Bugs Bonefish jig heads are built on a smaller hook and they have a little bit smaller profile. And so they come in 4 sizes: the 1/4, 3/16 of an ounce, 1/8 ounce, and 1/16 ounce. And so there's 4 sizes of Bugs Bonefish jig heads. The hook they're built on is an Eagle Claw 413 jig hook. It's also sharp right out of the package. It's strong, and it's they both resist corrosion, but this may be even better than the redfish. So this is the Eagle Claw 413 jig hook. The 1/4 ounce Bonefish jig head is on a size 1 hook. The 3/16, it's a 1/0 hook on the 1/4 ounce. It's a size 1 hook on the 3/16, and both the 16th and the 1/8 ounce Bonefish jig hook is on a size 2 hook. So size 2 right here, 16th and 8th. Size 1 right here, a little bit bigger for the 3/16, and size 1/0 for the 1/4 ounce. And so this is the 1/4 ounce version side by side. You can see how it's a bigger hook. It's an overall bigger profile. The good news about these jig heads is that redfish eat them both. Like, you can catch redfish on them both. You can catch any inshore species on either hook, like either jig head, the redfish or the bonefish. But we just call them that because that's what we had in mind when we designed it. But you can use them, you can use them all over the place. Like, people have caught a 40-inch redfish on this, on a 3/16 ounce jig tied on the bonefish jig head. And so tarpon also. So they're very versatile, but because, like I said, because redfish generally eat a little bit bigger bait, the redfish jig head is a little bit bigger. Bonefish jig head is smaller. Like I said, we have lots of colors in both, and we have lots of videos that tell you how to tie your own, instructional videos about tying bugs on these jig heads. But it's also fun to come up with stuff on your own, and so I hope you will check out the redfish and the bonefish jig heads in the online store. Catch you later.
There he is.
Yeah, that's him. Got it. Good shit, Rex. Yeah, dude. So.
Ooh, he's still so green.
How red he is.
Red and green. Golden. Midnight. All right, bro.